Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, fellow Lions and fellow Lions Club supporters, welcome to the 54th Annual Miss Teen Chinatown Scholarship and Charity Gala, hosted by the San Francisco Chinatown Lions Club and the San Francisco Chinatown Lions Club Foundation. And now your MCs, Miss Crystal Lee and Mr. Stephen Chun.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. May we have your attention, please? On behalf of the San Francisco Chinatown Lions Club, my name is Stephen Chun. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight.
Yes, and I'm Crystal Lee. Thank you for being here and supporting our tonight's contestants, the next generation of female leaders. Tonight, the participants are prepared for an amazing evening. Stephen, could you tell us some more?
I would be honored, but let's get a audience check. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to have a good time tonight? Let's hear it. Keep that energy up. It is my honor, Crystal, yes, to tell you all about tonight's exciting scholarship and charity gala. The theme tonight is Defining Your Legacy. Our amazingly talented teens will be showcased in 4 segments. 1, self-introductions. 2, talent demonstration. 3, speech presentation. And 4, a live Q&A.
Yes, it's going to be a wonderful evening, and we owe it all to our teens and their families who have supported them this entire time. And speaking of support, we would like to thank our sponsors.
Absolutely. Can we get just some house lights up here, AV and sound? Just some house lights. If we recognize you, will you please stand? Please stand, and let's hear it for Johnson Lamb. Thank you, Johnson Lamb, for your support. Johnson? Okay, all right. Next is Alembic. Alembic. Next will be East West Bank. Your representatives are here tonight. East West Bank, thank you. The Great Entertainer. And finally, thank you, Great Entertainer. And finally, Bank of the Orient. Thank you so much. Now, here to help us officially kick off our scholarship and charity gala, let's give a big Lions welcome for her opening remarks, your Lion President, Lena Chan.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, and all Lions. It's such a joy to welcome you all here tonight. This year, our theme is Defining Your Legacy. It's all about, we are looking back. It's more than looking back. It's about the way we help others, the way we lead, and the way we live with purpose. Each of us have a story to tell. There's something meaningful to give. That's what we celebrate tonight. And thank you all for being here to support us. And I hope you enjoy every moment. And let's make it a special and wonderful night. And now, let's begin our special and wonderful night. And thank you.
Your president, Miss Lena Chan. Thank you. And now let's welcome Gregory Leung, our first vice president, for the pledge. Everyone, please rise.
Everybody stand to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge to the allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which we stand, one nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please remain standing.
And now to grace us with his presence and voice, here to sing the national anthem, please welcome Lion Jack Mack.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn early night was so proudly we held at the twilight last gleaming, whose post rise and bright star through the perilous fight. All the ramparts we walked was a Galilee dreaming, and the walker and the spurs in air gave proof through the night that our friend was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the hope of the brave. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. Now, to begin our dinner program, we'd like to call up Lion's Board Director, Lion Mary Sui, for our invocation.
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, honorable guests, lions and friends. As we gather for a meaningful cause tonight, we pause to express gratitude for friendship, for our community, and for the opportunity to support the next generation of young women. May our time together be guided by kindness, purpose, and shared goodwill. Let's have a wonderful gala tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mary. And thank you to all of our Lion Club's committee members for starting off our show tonight. At this time, Lions, I think you guys are ready for this. It is time to begin our dinner service, and the Scholarship and Charity Gala will commence at the end of dinner.
You now may be seated, and thank you once again for being here tonight to support our teens, their families, who are changing the world and defining their legacy. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mistress and Master of Ceremonies Crystal Lee and Stephen Chun.
Welcome back, everybody. We hope you join each other's company. For those that have just joined us, this is the 54th Miss Teen Chinatown Scholarship and Charity Gala. This is Crystal Lee. I'm Stephen Chun. Let's give yourselves a big round of applause for being here tonight. Well, before we kick off the show, we do have some housekeeping rules. As you heard, please silence your cell phones so we don't disrupt the program. Also, we would like to make sure that we get a clean, unobstructed recording of tonight's program. We kindly ask you to stay out of this sectioned off area here, and that is so that you do not obstruct or block the camera's line of sight. Because if you block it, well, you're going to be impacting the quality of the video that we are creating for the participants and their families. So we kindly ask for your participation. You will see our official photographer in and out of this area. That's Frank Jang. We all know Frank Jang. Frank, did you give yourself a round of applause? Oh yeah, front and center. So this is Frank Jang, for those that don't know, and he will be the only approved person in this area so that he can capture tonight. Now, speaking of capturing tonight's event, if you look on a card on your table, there's a QR code. Following tonight's program, that's where we will post the video, or rather the content of tonight's program. And that is our thank you to you for cooperating. And please, once again, do not enter this stanchioned off area. So let's get the show started. Our program begins with the first appearance of the evening by our participants, followed by their self-introductions.
Yes, and I would like to say that it's not easy being up here on stage, so we owe these participants an enormous amount of recognition. And secondly, we have to highlight all the prep work that our young women has done behind the scenes for the past few weeks.
Crystal, a lot of behind the scenes, like you just said. I mean, we're talking rehearsals, production meetings, fittings, fundraising, thank you, Crystal, community engagement, community outreach, community involvement, and so much more. Right, Crystal?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm trying to look here, and I think our teens are ready, but is our audience ready? Are you guys ready for the show?
Oh, no, geez.
no,
A little food coma, a little too much to eat.
No, come on. Are you guys ready? Okay, much better.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the 54th Miss Teen Chinatown Scholarship and Charity Gala.
大家好，我係廖以婷。Good evening, everyone. I am Emily Liao, your contestant number 1. From a young age, I knew that I wanted to be someone who would help others. Through volunteering, I found that the most impactful way was through a career in healthcare, which is why I am currently working with UCSF to help change our future medicine. Additionally, I have received the Gold President's Volunteer Service Award and Points of Light Award for my volunteer service to making a difference in our community. I am also the communication manager for Baked and Smile, and I am also a tutor for California Scholarship Federation, an honor society at my school where we help students perform better academically. Thank you.
My name is Alexis Leo, and I am from Los Gatos, California. As a competitive volleyball player, I have faced my fair share of mental challenges. That's why I founded Volley Leaders, an athlete-focused nonprofit dedicated to improving the mental health of all athletes. Thank you.
Hi everyone, 大家好. I'm Vivian Zhang. I'm your contestant number 3. I was born and raised in China and moved to US a couple of years ago. That experience changed me, not just in language or culture, but how I define myself. Living between two worlds helped me grow more stronger, open-minded, and more aware of what I wanted to be in the future. I hope that I can use my own voice to create a more meaningful and powerful world. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Michelle Chen. I'm the freshman class president at George Washington High School, where I'm a part of the competition cheer, pom, and hip hop team that placed second at JMZ Nationals. I'm also a part of Fashion Club and Model UN. I've been dancing since I was very young, and I love giving back to my community in my free time, such as volunteering and performing in places with my dance troupe in places such as City Hall, Chinatown, the Palace of Fine Arts, Herb's Theater in honor of AAPI month, and pageants such as this one, plus many more. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening.
大家好, my name's Kira New and I'm an 8th grader. One of my favorite things to do is play golf. I've been playing for 10 years now, and last year a dream of mine came true when I qualified to play at the US Kids World Championships, competing against the best junior golfers in the world. For the last 4 years, I've organized annual fundraisers, raising money for an organization that gives underprivileged kids access to golf. In the future, I want to continue my journey by playing collegiate golf. Thank you.
大家晚上好. My name is Angela Singh. I'm a junior at Dublin High School's Biomedical Sciences Academy. As I work towards graduating with distinguished honors, I strive to define my legacy every day by supporting others. I founded 2 nonprofit organizations focusing on helping students improve their health literacy. In the future, I hope to become a nurse, helping others with my compassion and passion. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Madeline Chow, and I'm honored to be here tonight to share the legacy I'm building about staying active and healthy. I am passionate about staying active through sports and dance. And as a coach for Girls on the Run, I inspire young girls to build their resilience through movement. With a decade of dance behind me, I found joy in choreographing pieces that come to life on stage. I am also the lead paddler for my Dragon Boat team, a team captain volunteer for Bay Area Marathons, and captain for both my volleyball and basketball teams. My legacy is to continue to lead, serve, and promote a healthy community one milestone at a time. Thank you.
大家好，我叫王婷婷, and I am deeply committed to serving and uplifting my community. As president of my school's Key Club, an organization dedicated to service, networking, and charitable outreach, I aspire to build meaningful connections among students while also inspiring them to pursue leadership. Lastly, I love being a part of my own community, whether it's playing on my school's badminton team or volunteering at my library's teen advisory board. I enjoy building connections that make a long-lasting positive impact. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am contestant number 9, Cassandra Chan, and a sophomore at Ruth Asawa School of the Arts. I have been a ballet dancer for 13 years and am currently vice president of the Women's Health Education Alliance, where our mission is to raise money for women's charities and provide awareness of women's mental and physical health. I have been volunteering at schools, and I also love working with kids. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Winnie Liao. My childhood was dictated by things I didn't have, like quality education or opportunities. It was like running races several laps behind others, but being expected to finish at the same time. Instead of letting these things continue to dictate my life, I decided to reshape that track entirely, reshape my life and those of my community through public policy, advocacy, and public speaking. I am an avid varsity parliamentary debater and captain, and I will be attending the California State Championship this May. I also serve on the San Francisco Youth Commission as a District 3 Commissioner, representing over 72,000 residents from Nob Hill to Chinatown to North Beach. I stand before the Mayor and Board of Supervisors as an unwavering youth voice, influencing legislation and millions of dollars that go towards housing, transportation, and youth programs. I am no longer what I lack. I am what I create. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Melanie Nye, contestant 11. I'm a freshman at Lowell High School, where I'm a part of the Pre-Med Club and Interact Club, a nonprofit organization. I love singing, and I've been a part of a choir for the past 5 years. I also enjoy giving back to my community by being a high school volunteer at my old middle school and volunteering with the Interact Club at various events such as beach cleanups, marathons, and parades. Lastly, I love working with youth as I'm an ELPI teacher at Kumon. Thank you.
Let's give them all a big round of applause, everybody. That was amazing, Crystal.
Yes, did everyone like the bright green shirts?
Yeah.
Very nice in time for spring.
Very, very appropriate. So at this time, we'd like to thank and recognize our judges as we introduce you. Please stand up and wave to the audience. Crystal.
Gary Wong, he's a Regional Director of Consumer and Business Banking at East West Bank. He oversees 25 Northern California branches and brings over 3 decades of experience in retail and commercial banking across Canada and the U.S. With a strong commitment to community service through leadership roles in various culture and nonprofit organizations. Gary, yes.
Alice Mo Ching Musto, born and educated in Hong Kong, enjoyed a career in finance and travel before becoming a world traveler with her husband, an experience that sparked her deep appreciation for global cultures, art, and customs, highlighted by such moments such as attending a 1986 breakfast with then Vice President George Bush in Saudi Arabia. Miss Alice Mo?
Isabella Koo, a dedicated medical insurance agent and Cover California storefront representative in San Francisco. She combines her international background with a passion for community service, volunteering at the local library to provide health plan information, and enjoys badminton in her free time. Ms. Isabella Koo.
Next, she is a seasoned real estate professional and community leader who actively supports youth development, education, and local economic growth through her work with Toastmasters, school councils, nonprofit organizations, and the Millbrace Economic Vitality Committee. Please welcome Ms. Margaret Fung.
Our next judge is Shelley Lee. She is the president of Cambridge Travel and Tours, acting vice president of the San Francisco International New Concept Film Festival, honorable president of the American Chinese Cultural and Arts Association, in 2011 Diamond Qipao Queen, and chair of the Qipao Queen contest from 2015 to 2024, Ms. Shelley Lee.
We're moving along on our judges panel, and we'd like to introduce next our award-winning journalist with a master's degree in journalism from the University of South Carolina, known for her work at KTSF, an early career in Hong Kong in media in Hong Kong, who also pursues her passion for music through performances with renowned choirs in Hong Kong and the U.S. This is Ms. Cheryl Sui.
And Hanson Wong, he's the Vice President and Wealth Management Advisor at Merrill Lynch. He brings over 2 decades of diverse financial experience from hedge funds to private equity and is a certified financial planner committed to community service. He currently serves as Vice Chair of Community Youth Center of San Francisco and Director of the Asian Firefighters Charitable Foundation, Mr. Hanson Wong.
We thank our final judge for her gracious support. Her participation is truly appreciated, and that is Ms. Shirley Kahn.
Awesome, that's all of our judges this evening. And now the judges will be looking to the contestants for many criteria. They will be judged on 3 sections. The first section is fundraising, and section 2 is extracurricular activities, community service, leadership skills, and academics. Now, it's important to note that these sections have already been pre-judged and will affect the total scores of tonight's decisions.
Section 1 is fundraising. Section 2 is extracurricular activities within the community, including leadership. Section 3 is self-introductions, which we just saw. So yes, you did see also our board members picking up the score sheets. So it's an active competition tonight. Now, Section 3 is self-introductions that we just mentioned, and also that will include talent, theme speech, and Q&A.
Yes, so we can get started with our highly anticipated talent segment. So our first talent performer is Emily. She'll be playing Largo from Winter by Antonio Vivaldi. Winter is part of the Four Seasons, a group of violin concerti composed around 1718 to 1720, and is best known of Vivaldi's work. So let's give a round of applause to welcome our first talent performer, contestant number 1, Emily Liao.
Okay, looks like we're ready for our next talent.
Awesome. So contestant number 2 is Alexis Leo. Alexis will be playing The Swan, a beautiful piece by Camille Saint-Saëns from the Carnival of the Animals. The Swan captures the elegance of a swan smoothly gliding across the water and with cello melodies that mirror its calm, serene movements. So please enjoy The Swan. Awesome. So we can move on to our next talent. That'll be contestant number 3, Vivian Zhang. She'll be singing Pink Pony Club by Chappelle Roan. So please welcome Vivian.
You wanted me to stay, but I can't ignore the crazy visions of me in LA. And I heard that there's a special place where boys and girls can all be queens every single day. I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee. Here's Santa Monica, I swear it's calling me. Won't make my mama proud, it's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl, I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. Oh mama, I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club.
Thank you, Vivian. Our next talent performance is contestant number 4, Michelle Chen. She will perform a Chinese classical dance named the Flowing Sleeves. This piece is a symbol of loyalty and a celebration of the achievements of our AAPI community today. Amazing. Thank you, Michelle. All right. When we come together, we can do amazing things. That's the heart of this year's Lions International Essay Contest, which invites students to imagine what can happen when people from all walks of life unite around a common cause or goal. This contest is specifically for visually impaired students ages 11, 12, or 13 as of November 15th. Participants are asked to share their vision of unity in an original essay of 500 words or less, typed in English, double-spaced, and in black ink. Each essay must also include a completed entry form, and it's a powerful reminder that everyone, no matter how they see the world, has something meaningful to say. So if anybody's interested, please reach out to your local Lions Club for more information. Sorry, let's get us out of the way first. All right, so our next talent performance is contestant number 5, Kira New. Kira is a self-taught pianist, and she will be performing Someone You Love by Louis Capaldi. Now, when Kira first heard this song, she was inspired by how beautiful it is, and she hoped that one day she'd be able to be skilled enough to play it. And I think today, the day is here, and she's excited to be able to perform for you all this evening. All right, let's welcome Kira New. Thank you, Kira. And that is about halfway through of our talent performance. And at this time, I want to gratefully acknowledge the Lau family for sponsoring a judges table this evening. In recognition of their daughter participation in the competition, however, they will not be assigned a judge, but we sincerely appreciate their generous support. Yes, give it up for them.
So halfway through our talent showcase, so that's also halfway countdown to last chance to purchase your raffle tickets. We're going to move now. You like that? We're going to move on now to contestant number 6. She's going to be performing to a dance number to Supernova by Espa. She began dancing at the age of 6 and it has been part of her charity performance group for the past 4 years. Here is Angela Shin.
Body bang, make it feel too right. Epsilon energy, it's so special. 잔인한 queen이면 scene 조별. 이토록거든 하늘 안에 explosion. 난 모든 슈퍼헬로부터 만들어줘. 지금 계속돼 oh, 우린 어디서 왔나 oh, 느낌의 안에서 supernova. Nova. Can't stop, hyper, stellar. 멈춰, 그걸 찾아. Bring the light of a dying star. 불러내 내 우주를 봐봐. Supernova. 보이지 않는 힘으로 내게 손 내밀어볼까. 가능한 모든 가능성 무한 속에 너를 만나서 봐줘. Bang bang, don't forget my name. Supernova. 사건은 다가와 거세게 커져가 질문은 계속돼 우린 어디서 왔나 사건은 다가와 거세게 커져가 Tell me 우린 어디서 왔나 우린 어디서 왔나
Next is contestant number 7. She will perform a self-choreographed contemporary lyrical piece titled Song of the Nightingale, which draws inspiration from Chinese culture. Here is contestant number 7, Madeline Chow. Next is contestant number 8, singing Hypotheticals by Lake Street Diva, a song about feelings and longing and pursuit of happiness. Although she doesn't pursue singing outside of recreation, she often sings to boost her mood. Here is contestant number 8, Ting Ting Wang.
And I just thought maybe you should know I've been playing out a lot of hypotheticals in my mind. I've been writing your name down next to mine. Been imagining all the things you and I could do. Ooh, I've seen all the possibilities in my dreams. You're alone when you should be living next to me. Baby, let's not wait and see. Immediate action is unnecessary. It's a fatal attraction, it's a little scary. But I got a plan of attack and I'll get us there someday soon. I know it. I got a plan A and I got a plan B. But if it's absolutely necessary, we'll go to plan C. Whatever I gotta do to be with you. Ooh, ooh. Playing out a lot of hypotheticals in my mind. I've been writing your name down next to mine. Been imagining all the things you and I could do. Ooh, I've seen all the possibilities in my dreams. You're alone when you should be riding next to me. Baby, let's not wait and see. Thank you.
Contestant number 9 will be performing a ballad lyrical piece choreographed by Calvin Thomas, who is a teacher from Bay Area Ballet Conservatory. She will be also dancing to the song Loyal, Brave, and True. Here is contestant number 9, Cassandra Chan.
War is not freedom over my shoulder. I see a clear view. All for my family, reason I'm breathing, everything to lose. Should I ask myself in the water what a warrior would do? Tell me underneath my armor, yeah, my loyal, brave, and true. Yeah, my loyal, brave, and true. Cold is the morning, warm is the dream. Chasing the answers until I can't sleep. Will I be stronger or will I be weak when you're not with me? Who am I without my armor? Standing in my father's shoes. All I know is that it's harder to be loyal, brave, and true.
Next is contestant number 10. She'll be performing a self-composed rap to the beat of Nicki Minaj's Chun-Li. It depicts this contestant's emotional roller coaster after leaving Chinese school. Here's contestant number 10, Winnie Lau.
Ayo, just left Chinese school again. Lunch was one, had me begging for the end. Snack bag empty, I got hunger in the trench. Left that class with all my willpower clenched. Need some ginger night to get this thirst quenched. Walking stocks and guy, dodging cards and the stench. These birds flying everywhere, every inch. And that bird hit my knee, made me flinch. I pull up to buy yummy dim sum off the lot. Now mama wanna buy a toy like she forgot. Walking off to the grocery store. Ain't here for toy, why am I so sick such a toy? Ayo, I've been starved, stash has been carved. Walking stocked in, fish smell so strong. Mom told some bok choy, stop by that stall. I just want lunch, not a 20-pound pot. I've been weak, growling, food is calling. Ayo, I've been waiting, hungry since morn. One past the turn fun, it's steaming and warm. Taking big bites, mom says hold on. Are you forgetting something? Yes, I'm forgetting something. Are you forgetting something? Yes, I'm forgetting something. Say, so fine, ho, you find Kumon. I grabbed lunch and Kumon hits. Thought lunch would help me end the conflict. Hell's never over, is it? Now it's back to work, Kumon don't quit.
Our final contestant is number 11, who's always loved singing from a young age, and tonight she will be performing Heather by Conan Gray. Here's contestant 11, Melanie Name.
I still remember the 3rd of December, me in your sweater. You said it looked better on me than it did you. Only if you knew how much I liked you. But I watch your eyes as she walks by. What a sight for sore eyes, brighter than a blue sky. She's got you mesmerized while I die. Why would you ever kiss me? I'm not even half as pretty. You gave her your sweater, it's just polyester, but you like her better. I wish I were Heather.
What an amazing performance from all of our contestants.
Let's give them another round of applause, everybody.
Yeah, their talent, their passion, and their stage presence is just incredible.
A whole new level, the creativity, courage, as we mentioned, it's not easy to be here on stage, and the commitment to perform here tonight and all the months of rehearsals and preparation time. Crystal?
Yes, and speaking of creativity, for over 30 years, Lion Clubs from around the world have sponsored a very special art contest that encourages young people to share their vision of peace. Through the Peace Poster Contest, students use art and creativity to inspire hope and understanding across cultures. This contest is open to youth ages 11, 12, and 13, offering them a meaningful way to express what peace means to them. Posters are judged at every level based on originality, artistic merit, and how well their artwork expresses the theme.
Now, each year, one international grand prize winner is awarded $5,000 and a trip for themselves and 2 family members to a special awards ceremony at a United Nations event in New York. In addition, 23 Merit Award winners each receive $500 and certificates of achievement. Now, it is a beautiful example of how these young voices and women can speak volumes without saying a word. So, again, if anyone is interested, please reach out to your local Lions Club for more information.
Yes. All right. Now on to our next section. This is the theme speech section. Now this highlights our contestants' public speaking presentation skills. It would also portray their core values and personal statements, their platform, if you will.
Platform indeed. Now each contestant will have 1 minute to express themselves through this year's theme, Defining Your Legacy. As a reminder, this is the second highest scoring segment, and the judges will be looking for clarity, confidence, delivery, authenticity, and persuasiveness. That's a very, very tough agenda there. But let's welcome our first teen contestant, number 1, Emily Liao.
To achieve great things, 2 things are needed: a plan and not quite enough time. This quote perfectly describes my junior year. As a junior, my goal was to take as many AP courses, college courses, and do as many clubs as possible. But unfortunately, time was not on my side. Still, I kept going, and I hope to pursue a career in healthcare where I can make a difference in people's lives. I am currently working with UCSF under cell regeneration research, an area of science that could one day change how we treat disease as well as change how we treat wounds and injuries. Other than working in labs and doing a research, I joined my District 3 Youth Council to help advocate for voices in our community. Because oftentimes there are issues that aren't being addressed, and I want to be able to address them. Every week, me and my peers, we discuss and write resolutions to solve these problems. We will also propose them to San Francisco's Board of Supervisors for consideration. Even though this is the beginning of my journey and time hasn't always been on my side, one thing is clear. I want to leave a legacy of positive change and make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is contestant number 2, Alexis Leo.
Good evening, everyone. Winning a volleyball match is never just about the score for me. It's about the strength behind each play, the courage needed to go for every ball, and the importance of believing in yourself when nobody else does. I still remember the moment I sprained my ankle 2 years ago. The pain was sharp, but what hit harder was the doubt and fear that followed. What if I was never going to be able to play again? What if the next time I stepped onto the court, I was going to run into my teammate again and get injured? Those were two very large and very real questions that clouded my recovery process. After I recovered from my injury, I realized I did come back stronger, not just because of my ankle, but because of the fact that I learned the importance of two very important things. First, the importance of grit, and secondly, the importance of perseverance. That's why I started my nonprofit, Volley Leaders, an athlete-focused nonprofit dedicated to improving the mental health of all athletes. I've hosted speaker events, players, and coaches on my podcast, and I've also created an athlete handbook for each athlete to be able to bring themselves to the next level. If I can inspire just one more person to believe in themselves or to dig deep when things get hard, then that is the legacy that I want to leave. Thank you.
Thank you, contestant number 2. Here's contestant number 3, Vivian Zhao.
When I first saw the topic, defining your own legacy, I was asking myself, what is the definition of legacy means to me? And in order to answer that question, we have to talk about what inspires me and motivates me on the way of defining my own legacy. When I was in middle school, I've learned the fact that female drivers actually have a 73% of higher chance of getting injury and a 17% higher chance of death in car accidents than male drivers. This disparity is due to the design of the vehicle safety systems, because historically, those tests are all based on the male average models, and which causes a systematic blind spot. Because for a long time, women weren't considered simply as standard drivers. So the safety tests weren't necessarily account those differences for women, such as their anatomies, their body weight distribution, or even how they tend to sit differently in cars. So that just makes me want to become a biologist who's gonna experiment and test with female average models. I wanted to be a part of women empowerment, and I feel like that's where I belong. That is the legacy that I'm going to create in the future. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, contestant number 3. Here's contestant number 4, Michelle Chen.
When I was younger, there was one question that adults would constantly ask me. So Michelle, who do you want to be when you grow up? Well, now as a 15-year-old freshman, I still have no clue. But what I do know is the impact I can leave on others. On the topic of defining my legacy, I see it in two parts: contributing back to my school and helping others. As this year's freshman class president at George Washington High School, along with my other officers, we have successfully coordinated over 5 fundraisers, creating a strong network among our class, resulting in everyone's voices being heard and an increase in school spirit, serving the Washington community. The second part of my legacy is helping others through my biggest passion in life, dance. When I was younger, I would always admire the young judges or teacher's assistants that would help out with my Chinese dance class. I couldn't help but want to be like them, dedicated and skilled young ladies who did everything with such ease. Well, now I'm the judge who has the chance to pass on the knowledge I've gained to the younger generations. I want them to learn that hard work pays off, that dedication is key to success, but ultimately to treat everyone with kindness. Now, if I were to be asked that same question again about my legacy, I would say now that I would want to be a leader whom people look up to and trust. The type of leader that contributes back to our village now and in the future, passing on the knowledge I've gained throughout my life to the younger generations that follow. And that is my legacy defined. Thank you.
Thank you, contestant number 4. Contestant number 5, Kira New.
Good evening, everyone. When I was younger, I used to think of arts and crafts as just a fun way to pass time. I used to spend hours doing crafts, from beading to sewing. My Uncle Jay encouraged this creativity. We bonded because he was musically creative and just a funny uncle. Unfortunately, when I was 9 years old, my Uncle Jay passed away due to cancer. Feeling helpless in the face of loss, I turned to my creativity. I opened up an Etsy shop, sold my handmade jewelry, and raised over $2,000 to City of Hope for Cancer Research. This was the beginning of my legacy, creating beauty from pain and using my hands to spark healing. 5 years later, during biology class, I dissected a pig heart and sewed it back together. When my teacher used my work as a sample for future students, something clicked. I realized the same hands that had once strung beads in honor of my uncle could one day be used to heal human bodies. So, my legacy? I want to become a plastic surgeon, someone who blends science with artistry to heal people, especially those with physical trauma or skin cancer. Many Asian Americans still face barriers to healthcare, including language, stigmas, and affordability. In the future, I will be both a surgeon and an advocate for my Asian American community. I hope that by sharing my story, other young Asian American girls will realize that even the smallest things, like beads and thread, can turn into a legacy full of healing, beauty, and purpose. Thank you.
Thank you, contestant number 5. Here's contestant number 6, Angela Shin.
Remember 5th grade science class? Photosynthesis, mitochondria, food groups? Maybe not. But do you remember that one day near the end of the year where boys and girls were split up into different rooms and suddenly we were talking about puberty and periods? Yeah, barely. The conversation was awkward, confusing, and most of us were just wondering if there would be snacks after. I realized that there was a major disconnect between the puberty education in our schools. People were being rooted in fear and misinformation on this topic, and school systems were failing our students. That's why me and my team decided to take action and create a comprehensive curriculum to combat this issue. This helped us to gain a seat in our school district sexual health board, allowing us to successfully implement our curriculum into elementary schools throughout our district. This then was able to prove how our curriculum was important and how our effectiveness paid off. As we won first place in a national competition and being an international finalist allowed us to spread this word more evenly. I believe that our legacies are not only defined by who we are, but the impact that we have on others. I'm proud to stand here today in my Host to Future Health Professionals uniform and know that I continue to make a real difference in my community. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela. Next, we have contestant number 7, Madeline Chow.
Legacy isn't just about the history. It's about the lasting impacts we have on others. As a child, I struggled to run with confidence. But that all changed when I joined Girls on the Run. Through this community organization, I found my voice and love for running. I remember clearly my first 5K marathon. My coach, Mia, ran beside me from the start to the finish line. When I felt like giving up, she would say things like, "One more step equals one step closer to the snack table." Her encouragement fueled me and inspired me to become a coach when I got older. Now, I want to share the same compassion Mia has shown me and help others to create their own legacies. Mia's inspiration was a big part of why I became a Girls on the Run coach. But it was also the growing concern of how fewer kids today are getting the exercise they need. Worldwide, 85% of girls do not meet the recommended daily amount of exercise. I want to change that. I want kids to rediscover the positive impacts of staying active. That is why I plan to expand Girls on the Run into a global movement. Through running, I will encourage girls from all over the world to engage in physical activities and discover strengths. From local to global, this should be an essential message for any girl, anytime, anywhere. Together, we can build a generation of confident, active leaders who would empower their communities to exceed their potential. Because legacy isn't something we leave behind one day. It's the message and spirit we leave for followers. From Mia to me to my students and to girls everywhere, our legacy is not just a healthy advice. It's the encouragement and confidence we share to uplift the next generation, inspiring those yet to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Madeline. And next is contestant number 8, Ting Ting Wang.
Over the past couple of months, my eczema has flared up and engulfed the back of my hand and fingers. Especially during this time of my life, where I had to juggle academic pressures, social battery, and personal issues, my red, irritated hand, which was drawing stares and whispers, added another insecurity to my plate. After I tried everything to make it stop scratching, suddenly I just felt a sense of pride, how this is how my body works, and I can't change it. When others stare at my hand, I want them to realize that this is just me toughing it out of hard times, that I wear my struggle not as something to be ashamed of, but as something unique. So, eczema is a common skin condition that affects adolescents who are in high school, such as me, and can develop similar responses. And because of this eczema, I tried to combat it as service and fundraising coordinator of my division's Key Club. And in high school, we faced many pressures, such as trying to know who we are, trying to know what we want to be in the future, and their legacy. I try, as service and fundraising coordinator, to plan events that unite high schoolers across the Bay Area. And in these events, I aspire to have people feel like they don't have their insecurities and that they are with people who are like their own. And despite still having my eczema with me, I don't let it define who I am, just like how I want these kids to not define what they are. Thank you.
Thank you, Ting Ting. Next up, we have contestant number 9, Cassandra Chan.
Stemming from a young age, I knew my purpose in life was to help others. Having worked with children in elementary school and middle school, as well as during the past few summers as a camp counselor, I developed a strong passion for working with kids. I was also in awe of the medical world, and the idea of helping patients became clear. I aspire to pursue a doctorate in pediatric medicine as it resonates with my desire to heal, treat, and work closely with families surrounding nutrition, safety, and fitness. I have the wonderful opportunity to have a pediatrician I admire and feel comfortable with. Working with kids, I noticed and have come across those with disabilities as well as disorders that have made it hard in their lives. I hope to educate others as well as help them be able to grow and make new friends, as well as not be ashamed of who they are. As I have come across them, I also notice how a lot of people are unaware of what these disabilities are and are confused. I hope to educate them as well as their families so no one gets left behind and so there's a better understanding. Thank you.
Thank you, Cassandra. Next, we have contestant number 10, Winnie Lau.
If life were a sport, then I can confidently say that every one of District 3's 72,000 residents, from babies to lopapas, would be Olympic medalists in hurdle jumping. And my mark on the track, my legacy, it would be the hurdles that I've lowered, the coaching and guidance that I've given so that future runners can sprint faster than I ever could. In my district, families like mine struggle for our dignity every day. We squeeze into tiny rooms and learn in underfunded schools. Chinatown has the highest poverty rate in San Francisco, 32.9%. But despite all of these struggles, we don't have the tools to change that. We had the lowest overall voter turnout rate in 2024. We only had 9 teenagers pre-registered to vote. And we don't have enough youth involved in advocacy. We live the story, but we don't write it. And there is no Band-Aid solution for this. You cannot expect to go 20, 30 years into the future and go, bam, lawmaker from Harvard Law School just appearing out of thin air. Our future legislators, lawyers, family doctors, officials, they are young right now. They need the training, skills, expertise right now. You cannot expect someone to fight against systemic inequalities without even arming them first. And that is why I founded the District 3 Youth Council, to give youth those weapons of change. We've worked with the Department of Elections to train them to register their peers. We've written resolutions to the Board of Supervisors about street cleanliness. We're going to pre-register youth in our district, and we're not stopping there. My legacy is registered in the young voices that will continue to speak long after mine has faded. It is measured in the young leaders who will stand where I once did, reaching heights I never could. When future generations look back, they won't just see my contributions, but the reduced poverty rate, improved educational outcomes, and revitalized neighborhoods. I'm the coach of these Olympians, these future change makers, watching from the stands as they continue to break records with the training and skills I've given them. I laid the bricks. They'll build the foundation. That's legacy. Thank you.
Thank you, Winnie. And our last theme speech tonight is contestant number 11, Melanie Nie.
I used to struggle a lot with my reading and writing skills because English was my second language. In elementary school, I was often falling behind in class and put in ELD classes to work on and improve them. When I started 4th grade, I was put in Kumon, and even though most days I hated doing my homework or going to class, it helped a lot because as I moved up to levels, I started seeing improvement in my reading,
writing, and comprehension skills, skills designed to benefit me greatly in the future. In fact, just 2 years ago, I completed the entire reading program, and I thought I'd be done with Kumon forever, until I saw my little brother face the same challenges I used to struggle with. And it broke my heart to see him struggling in school too. The endless nights I spent with him working on his reading homework and improving his comprehension and writing skills inspired me to become an early learner and primary instruction teacher at Kumon. Because there are so many young students out there who struggle with the same challenges, but have trouble getting the right resources and attention in order to improve their reading and math skills, skills they need for a brighter future. By working with youth as young as 4, I'm ensuring they gain the right reading, writing, and problem-solving skills that'll stick with them all throughout school and benefit them greatly in the future with successful careers. That's my legacy, to use my experiences to help others grow and feel supported in improving their lives. It has always been a passion of mine to be there for others' needs, and help them in any way possible. And I want to continue this passion in the future through education and healthcare as a pediatric surgeon, being able to aid younger patients' sickness and educating the younger generation about medical issues and ways to stay healthy. Whether it's guiding a student or healing a patient, I want my legacy to be one of service, one where I feel proud in my efforts in supporting others, helping them grow, and making a positive difference in their lives. Thank you.
Let's give them all a round of applause, everybody.
Wonderful job, everyone.
I got over a dozen new MCs to choose from. They did amazing.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to be out of a job.
Yeah, really. Well, hey, the next generation, right? Absolutely.
Yes.
So we'd like to thank once again our contestants and for you, our audience, for participating in that last segment. Now, we also want to mention the Lions International also endorses student speaker contests, very relevant to what we just saw. This annual contest gives high school students across California the chance to build public speaking skills while tackling topics of real importance to our nation and our future. And the goal is to inspire independent thinking, self-expression, and civic awareness while encouraging students to share their views on today's challenges.
Yes, now each speech runs between 5 and 10 minutes, and the students are judged in parts on how well they stick to this year's selected topic. The contest is open to students in grade 9 through 12 from all types of school, including foreign exchange students. Winners at each level receive scholarship awards that can be used towards college or approved educational programs. And they have up to 7 years after high school to use their funds.
If anyone is interested, please reach out to your local Lions Club for more information. But, you know, Kristen, once again, that recent theme speech segment really showcased how strong public speakers our teens are. We thank them again for participating and presenting. Now, we would like to welcome, or rather return, welcome back to the stage, our 2024 Second Princess Teen Chinatown. By a round of applause, who was here last year, by the way? Make some noise. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for returning. Well, she will be gracing us with her harp performance like she did last year. She'll be performing Valse in E-flat Major Opus 83 by Marie Augusta Durand. Here is the 2024 Second Princess for Miss Teen Chinatown, Kristen Ho.
Thank you, Kristen, for such a wonderful performance. And we would love to hear a little bit about yourself, about your harp. So tell us, what inspired you to learn to play the harp?
Yeah, so I first started learning harp around 10 years ago, and I was around 5 at the time. And I went and visited a harp store that was near my house, and I saw in the store window this beautiful pink harp, and I knew immediately that I wanted this to be my instrument, and I made it my goal to learn how to play the harp the best I could to my ability and share my music with other people.
Amazing. Can you tell us what are some of your favorite songs?
That's a good question. I'm personally very traditional, so I love classical music. I love Vivaldi, and I love playing classical era music, like stuff from Vivaldi's always good, and then I'm trying to think. But I think there's also classical and pop musicians that I also like playing on the harp.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for your performance. That was beautiful. So thank you so much, Kristen.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Awesome. So one more time, a round of applause for Kristen for this beautiful harp. Amazing. I really wish I could play the harp. It's beautiful.
I wonder how heavy it is and if she ever had to take the bus to and from rehearsals.
They have this, he has to come in with a trolley and all of that. That's massive.
Well, thank you, Kristen, once again. Now, we're moving on to the final scored segment of our Scholarship and Charity Gala, the on-stage question and answer portion. Now, each lady will randomly select a question and then provide an answer to the best of their ability. These questions include core values, personal statements, inspirations, interests, aspirations, and so much more.
Yes. So let's welcome our first group of contestants onto the stage. That's contestant 1, 2, 3, and 4. Welcome, ladies.
Let's welcome contestant number 1, Emily Liao. Emily, how can you set a positive example for others?
Thank you for asking. I can set a positive example for others by advocating for others to volunteer, as well as open volunteer opportunities for others to be kind and learn new things. Because when volunteering, you can learn to see new perspectives, as well as learn new skills and lessons. Thank you.
Here's contestant number 2, Alexis Leo. Alexis, how do you approach resolving conflicts in a respectful manner?
Thank you for that question. I approach resolving conflicts in a respectful manner by first listening. I think it is important to listen not just to respond, but to understand both sides. Given my leadership on my school's Student Diversity Coalition, I've had to resolve lots of conflicts. As a result, I am confident in my ability to resolve this conflict in a both respectful and peaceful manner. Thank you.
Contestant number 3, Vivian Zhao. Vivian, how can you encourage others to get involved in charitable activities?
Thank you for asking me. I believe that I can encourage them by doing something that is differently, and especially when I was trying to be thoughtfully and carefully, and I would encourage them to do something that is well in them to take that. Oh my God, that will make them want to take actual actions. Thank you.
And contestant number 4, Michelle Chen. Michelle, how can you effectively advocate for those without a voice?
I can effectively advocate for those without a voice by using my role as ASB president, class president, to hear the people in need and voice out their opinions to the community around me through hard work, dedication, and to always remember to treat everyone with kindness. Thank you.
Next is contestant number 5, 6, 7, and 8. Welcome. Let's welcome contestant number 5, Kira New. Kira, in what ways can you advocate for positive change?
There are many ways that I can advocate for positive change. One of them includes talking to members in my community. Those are the people that have always supported me, and I know that talking to them, they will understand and hear me out. I think another way is through social media. I can spread awareness through social media. Thank you.
Contestant number 6, Angela Shin. Angela, what lessons have you learned from helping others?
The lessons I've learned from helping others is always to treat others with kindness and compassion. You never know what others are going through and what's going on in their mind. A little bit of humanity can save somebody. Thank you.
Next is contestant number 7, Madeline Chow. Madeline, why is it important to help others without expecting anything in return?
It is important to help others because it brings benefits to the community. For instance, I recently volunteered for my school's fundraiser called Dance-a-thon, where I was a teacher for participants. I taught dance and gained a lot of confidence and learned a lot about teaching. Through my contributions, my school raised over $50,000, and I felt great that we raised that much so we can improve the education for our schools. Thank you.
Contestant number 8, Ting Ting Wang. Ting Ting, How do you stay motivated to make a difference?
Thank you for that question. I stay motivated to make a difference because I know that my contribution is small in comparison to the benefit that they will reap. For example, my pastime or my favorite club activity is to do cards for cancer at hospitals. I know that when they read my message that took 5 minutes yet was from the love of my heart, they will be joyful and they will have a nice smile for the rest of their day. Thank you.
Let's welcome the final 3 remaining contestants, number 9, 10, and 11. Welcome. Contestant number 9, Cassandra Chan. In what ways can you contribute to bridging cultural gaps?
Thank you for the question. A way I can contribute to bridging cultural gaps is by education. Some people don't know every culture, which is why it's important to let them know and tell them about what it is and how it's part of their identity. Another way is by being openly aware that because it's not your own culture, you shouldn't make assumptions and just bring stereotypes in. Thank you.
Contestant 10, Winnie Lau. Winnie, how can you contribute to your community?
Well, thank you for the question, first of all. I contribute it to my community in so many different ways. One of which is writing a 90-page budget and policy priority to the mayor and board of supervisors of San Francisco, detailing youth concerns, which are city concerns as well, from single resident occupancies to free public transportation for all youth. These were all well-researched, backed by data, recommendations that we proposed, giving youth a direct voice in the legislation and the money that is spent. Through this, I've contributed to my community in countless ways. Thank you.
And our final contestant is number 11, Melanie Ney. Melanie, why is volunteering important?
Thank you for the question. Volunteering is important because it shows your efforts and dedication to your community and to your city, and it shows how you can better contribute and make our city a better place, a more positive, safe, and clean place. Thank you.
That's it. Thank you to all of our wonderful contestants. And guess what? That was our final scored segment in tonight's gala. The next time you guys see these ladies, one of them will be the new 2025 Miss Teen Chinatown.
Wow. That's a lot of suspense there, Crystal. So let's give them all a round of applause for that Q&A portion, everybody. We're going to move on and keep that excitement going. We have some special guests joining us here tonight to help us introduce this evening's dignitaries. Let's give a big Lions welcome to Macy Mac Chan, and also welcome back President Lena Chan.
Thank you, Crystal. Good evening, fellow Lions, guests, and friends. It is my great pleasure tonight to introduce our dignitaries in our District 4C4. And when I call up your name, please stand up and to be recognized. Lion Jack Mac, Region 3, Zone 2. Lion Carol Fong, Region 1, Zone 2. Lion Sunay Khan, Region 2, Chair. Lion Asia Khan, Region 3, Chair. Lion Jeff Chappelle, Region 5, Zone 1. Past District Governor, Lion Macy McChan, that's me. And Lion Michael Chan over there. Past Council Chair, Lion Emo Cantola, and Lion Yvonne Cantola. Our second Vice District Governor, Lion Jimmy Ness, and Lion Me Like. First Vice District Governor, Lion Cindy Sang. And past International Director, Lion Ken Ibara, and Lion Amy Feng. Not last and least, it is our own District 4C4 District Governor Jolly, Clayton Jolly, and Lion Mary K. Jolly. Please stand, all stand for our District Governor. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, special guests and Lion members as well. So, we'd like now to bring onto the stage our sponsors, and President Lena Chan will assist us in presenting certificates to them. So we mentioned Johnson Lamb, Alembic, East West Bank, The Great Entertainer, and Bank of the Orient. They're going to make their way up here on stage, and we thank them for sponsoring tonight's gala. So once again, we ask for Johnson Lamb, Alembic, East West Bank, The Great Entertainer, and Bank of the Orient to make their way on stage. Also, they're... Okay. And judges, if we can have you line up off stage to this side, please, judges. Excuse me, that side. The certificate says, Certificate of Appreciation. We would like to express our appreciation for support for the 2025 Miss Teen Chinatown Scholarship and Charity Gala as a sponsor. You made this gala possible.
All right, thank you, dignitaries and sponsors. Thank you so much. And now I'd like to recognize our judges. Let's give them a big line welcome as they make their way onto the stage. They did such an incredible job. It is a lot of hard work judging all of these young ladies tonight. Once again, our judges tonight is Gary Wong, Alice Mo, Isabella Koo, Margaret Fung, Shelley Lee, Cheryl Zhu, Hanson Wong, Shirley Khan.
Okay, here come the judges in no particular order.
Yes, come on down. We'd like
They were
to
too busy
recognize you.
submitting their final scores. Let's give them a big round of applause. Judging is not easy.
We're missing Gary. Is Gary here?
Gary Wong, are you in the house? Please make your way to the stage. Oh, there. Oh, Gary. Hey, you said we were missing. Yeah.
Yes, and let's welcome Lena to come on stage to pass out the certificates. Once again, thank you so much to our incredible judges tonight. They are tasked with such a difficult job to make the final decisions for the new Miss Teen Chinatown.
Let's see.
Awesome. And
let's open
judges,
it up.
you can open up your certificates,
Yep.
open them up so we can get a wonderful photo. All right. Big smiles, everybody.
Okay, let's give a round of applause for our judges. Okay. We're going to continue on with additional presentations as we transition from our sponsors to our judges. And then next is our Gala's committee members who've been planning year-round. I mean, literally, after last year's closing night, the very next week they were planning for this year. That's not a joke. They told us that. Okay, here they come. So Mr. Hanson Wong was our judge. He also is doubly representing the city and county of San Francisco, specifically Mayor Daniel Lurie. And this is a certificate of honor presented to our committee members from the San Francisco Mayor Daniel Lurie. And next presentation. And next, we're going to welcome Millbrae's Mayor Anders Fung to present his certificate of recognition and thanks. Thank you, Millbrae Mayor, Mayor Anders Fung, everybody.
Committee members, if you just one more photo, committee members. One more photo with just our committee members.
Sans Mayor.
Everybody has those wonderful pearly whites. All right, great big smile for Frank right down the middle there. Great. So thank you so much for our wonderful committee members who've organized and put together our annual Scholarship and Charity Gala.
What's next?
All right, so is everybody having a good time so far? Was dinner good? Yes? What was dessert?
Was it tiramisu?
Was it tiramisu?
Oh, geez. Did anyone
No?
save us any? No, was it
Okay.
tiramisu? I'm sorry.
What is it, chocolate cake? Chocolate cake? Okay, I'll pass.
Okay. Oh, I'll take it. May I take yours?
Yes, you may.
Does everybody know each other at the tables? Just making sure. So I'm sure you're all now lions with each other. And we thank you again for supporting the participants. We thank you on behalf of their families for supporting us here tonight as well as the Lions. Well, I think there's one more thing to do is reveal the results.
Yes, what's in your hand, Stephen?
In my hands are the results for the individual titles as well as the sought-after 2025 Miss Teen Chinatown.
Amazing. So let's welcome all of our ladies back onto the stage.
I know that you started to feel what I feel. I could tell 'cause you took my hand by the wheel, but you couldn't dare to make it real. Oh, it's such a shame you left it. And I wasn't asking for a lifetime. I was just asking you to take my hand, just for a minute or a night. Was it too much to ask? You're scared of heights, that's vertigo. You wanted lights, go see a show. You ran away, that's touch and go. You're scared of love, well, aren't we all? You felt alive, that's chemical. You felt secure, that's cold home. Couldn't take the heat, that's Mexico. You're scared of love, well, aren't we all? Well, aren't we all?
everybody could please remain seated. I know you guys are all very, very excited, but we guarantee you will have beautiful photos of your daughters tonight. We have our very important photographer right dead center, so he'll get the perfect photo.
Right, they'll be on our Facebook page. And so make sure, once again, you please stay seated and stay out of the stanchion areas.
All right. Now, before we continue on, I just want to say, ladies, congratulations. You guys all look absolutely amazing and beautiful, and you're all winners tonight. Okie dokies. Now, our first award tonight is Miss Congeniality Teen Chinatown. And here to present this award is Irene Young and Mary Koo. Would our presenters please come on down the stage? And we also have Ellie Boo as well. Onto the side over there. Onto the side, onto the side.
A few steps back.
Few steps back.
Keep going. Few
Keep
steps
going,
back.
little more.
We got. Keep going. There's a line.
There's a green line on the floor.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You're blocking. Keep going. Keep going. This wasn't part of the rehearsals, but it's okay. It's a live show. Okay, Crystal, what title are we awarding?
All right, so this is the Miss Congeniality. All right, and who shall it be?
Number 7, Madeline Chow.
Congratulations, Madeline. All right, we just look forward for a photo. Please look at Frank. Look at Frank, a nice big smile. Thank you so much to our presenters, and congratulations, Madeline. Thank you. All right, our next award is Miss Community Service Teen Chinatown. And here to present this award are Yvonne L., Roy G., and your 2024 Miss Community Service Teen Chinatown, Natalie Ng. Our presenters can come on forward. Wonderful. Come on. Do you see the green line over there? You can step close to the flowers over there. Perfect. Yep, just by the flower. Awesome. All right, so our Miss Community Service is...
Number 2, Alexis Leo.
Beautiful. And let's look at Frank for that photo. Awesome. Thank you so much to our presenters, and congratulations to Alexis. Our next award is Miss Talent Teen Chinatown, and here to present this award is Anna Chung and Jack Mack. If we can have you stand over by the flowers over there. 可以行前啲，喺個花嗰邊。係啦。Great. Okay. So the winner of Miss Talent Teen Chinatown is...
Number 5, Kara New.
Wonderful. Thank you so much to our presenters and congratulations, Kira. Now, at this moment, we would like to award our Miss Charity Princesses. Now, who wins Miss Charity Princesses are any of the ladies who have sold over $300 in raffle tickets. And here to present all of these certificates will be our president, Lena Chan.
Okay, we made it, Lena. Wonderful. Live show. It's okay, I know. How are you doing, by the way?
Great. We have all these great guys, and then we have the big show. We have all the good girls tonight, and they worked so hard. Give them a pass.
Good. All right. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay, let's now award Miss Charity Princesses first, and that goes to Emily Liao. Emily, contestant number 1. Alexis Leo, contestant number 2. Michelle Chen, contestant number 4. Kira New, contestant number 5. Madeline Chow, contestant number 7. And Melanie Nay, contestant number 11.
Once again, all of these young ladies here have raised over $300 in raffle tickets. All right, now we have our Miss Charity Teen Chinatown. And here to present this award is Nancy Lau, Josephine Lowe, and Ellie Boo. All right, our Miss Charity Teen Chinatown is...
Contestant number 9, Cassandra Chen.
Wonderful. Once again, looking over to Frank for that beautiful photo. Great, thank you so much, presenters, and congratulations. All right, our next award, we're going into our princess titles. Here to present third princess are Jamie Huang, Mary Koo, and your 2024 third princess, Rini Sito. All right. Your third princess is...
Number 5, Kira New.
Thank you so much, presenters, and congratulations. All right. Now here to present the second princess are Margaret Lee, Gregory Leung, and your 2024 second princess, Kristen Ho. Please come on down towards the flowers over there. All right, and your second princess is...
Number 7, Madeline Chow.
so much to our presenters and congratulations. Okay, now we have our first princess, and here to present the award is Yvonne Cantola, Mary Sui, and your 2024 first princess, Kristen Chen. Oh, sorry, Kristen Chen is not here, so we have Ellie Boo. All right, your first princess is...
Number 4, Michelle Chen.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, presenters. And a round of applause to our 2024 court members. And of course, we'd like to welcome back onto stage your 2024 Miss Teen Chinatown, Natalie Ng, for her farewell speech and walk.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Natalie Ng, your 2024 Miss San Francisco Teen Chinatown. I'm so honored that you are all here tonight. These girls have gone through an incredible amount of training in a very brief amount of time. I'm proud of every single one of them for taking this monumental step to participate in this pageant and stand right in front of us tonight on this stage. 1 year ago, I was in their very same shoes. I would have never imagined the amount of opportunities that this pageant would have opened for me. These girls have now joined a community that is empowering and supportive. I bet these girls can tell you that it wasn't an easy experience, but it's an experience that they'll remember. From this pageant, they'll take the memories and the friendships that they have made into their future and beyond. I want to thank the people that have made it possible for me to be standing in front of you all today. Thank you first and foremost to my family who helped me with every step along the way. Thank you to my friends and supporters. Your unwavering support allowed me to do this pageant in the first place. And last but not least, thank you to the San Francisco Chinatown Lions. Their commitment to giving back and community service has shown me what it truly means to be a leader. Through their volunteering events, I've been able to connect with a greater level to my Chinatown community. It's been one of my greatest honors to serve as your 2024 Miss Teen Chinatown, and I wish all the girls on the stage good luck. Thank you all again from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you so much, Natalie, for your service. Oh, let's do one more photo. All right. Thank you so much. And now, I think this is a time that everyone has been waiting for. Are you guys ready to find out who is your new 2025 Miss Teen Chinatown?
Yeah, not so much. How about better yet? Can we call out the contestant number, who they think?
Yeah, who do you guys think is your new 2025 Miss Teen Chinatown? Does your throat hurt? Are you okay? All right, and here to present the crown and sash is Lena Chan, Macy Mac Chan, and of course, Natalie Ng. All right. Your new Miss Teen Chinatown of 2025 goes to...
Number 2, Alexis Leo.
Amazing. Thank you so much to our presenters. And now I'd like to invite Alexis for her first walk. Congratulations, Alexis. Now at this moment, we will have all of our court members and contestants to take a couple of photos.
Welcome back our board president, Lena Chan.